Jason, excellent performance. Over here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Excellent performance. You were very focused at the weigh-ins yesterday, the ceremonial weigh-ins. What does it mean? I know we spoke about this before, this full circle moment. What does it mean now to hold the title after all that you've been through?
I mean everything to me and my family, because now this create opportunity to make a better living for my family, and it just make all the non-believer into believer, and I have a belt to show, my country that yes, Jason Jackson can be champ anywhere he go, and it's just a matter of time before he become the best welterweight on this planet.
As a long-term member of the Black Zillions camp, one of your captains passed a year ago in Rumble Jackson.
Johnson.
I'm sorry, Johnson, thank you. Tell me what winning now, just about a week away from his death, means to you.
Rumble is not just a captain; he's an idol to me. And Rumble, it just reminded me of when he knocked Glover Teixeira out with that uppercut. And he's just vicious and violent. That's just what I thought while I was in the moment. And I hit him with that first uppercut, and I was like, get him with another one. But rest in peace, Rumble. I love you.
Jason Jackson, congrats on a huge victory tonight. You are the champion indeed. Your takedown defense was very strong tonight. Did you? How much did you drill that? How much practice did you put into your takedown defense for this fight?
Well, like I stated before, wrestling is my first art. I learned wrestling, the first art that I learned in mixed martial art. And a lot of people don't believe that, I'm a good wrestler. But the fact that, when it comes time, I always step up to the plate. And I have like all the best wrestlers in my gym, from Logan Sterling to Shefkat to Muhammad. The Muhammad just fought. I have so much Samboan wrestler that I work with, and Saeed and Greg Jones. There's so much like high level wrestlers that I have in my camp. So, I was well prepared for everything he was going to bring.
I know this is a long time coming for you. This is something that you've been working towards and waiting for years now, a long time. Talk to me a little bit about the way that you're able to stay patient, keeping that controlled mindset and basically, just waiting for your turn.
Well, you know what they said. You can't build a building without a head cornerstone. And I felt like I was the head cornerstone. I was the one that they was denying. And I was the one that, was going to dethrone Amazon and put the one and only one on his record. I was hungry. Even when he would sit there at the press saying that, I'm all smile. I only smile because I don't want you to see what's in my heart. But trust me, when that light comes on and the ass-kicking machine comes out, you're going to find out who is the ass-kicking machine. And that's what I did tonight. I showed the whole world who's the ass-kicking machine.
You sure did, and you just made a good point that you are the one to give him his first ever professional defeat. How does that sit with you? How satisfying is that? And, that's a very important milestone, something huge that you accomplished tonight.
It felt good. On ESPN and MMA Junkie, they got him as what, number 1 and number 5? So where that put me now? Number 6? So that put me at number 5 then if I just jumped him, right? I'm number 4 or number 1? Which one? All right, number 1. I like that. I'll take that.
Hey, Jason, incredible performance tonight. So my first question, where's the belt?
Oh, my brother have the belt, I just, like I said, the belt, it doesn't mean as much as the victory and sitting here and sharing with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I learned, over this weekend, it's important it's nice to be important, and it's important to be nice.
Do you feel like he heavily underestimated you coming into this fight? It seemed like he was all smiles at weigh-ins, even when you were trying to take things a little bit more seriously.
No, I didn't think he underestimated. I think he was scared a little bit. The fact that he wanted to be friendly and all that. And then after the press, I just switched gear and said, I'm not gonna be laughing to put you in all that friendly stuff. I'm coming out to fight you, because I don't want you to kill this hunger that I have inside of me with all that nice stuff. And he's a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want to go in and make it like a friendly competition. I'm here to hurt you. and I never want you to distract me from that.
Did you feel him start to fade in there as the fight went on? It looked like he started to get, a little bit more tired.
Yes, that was one thing that I studied. I told Big John on his podcast, I was like, I'm going to use this strong point against him. He's a wrestler, and when I watched a fight against him and Logan Sterling, the first fight, Logan wrestled him, and I realized every fight that he wrestled, he fades away. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wrestle him, and I know once I wrestle, I don't get tired after I finish wrestling. So I'm going to wrestle him and then press him after every wrestle, scramble, or exchange.
Jason, how you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been with Bellator for a while now. You're one of the faces that comes to mind when people think of Bellator. What does winning this title and what does this organization mean to you?
It means everything, because now you have a dark-skinned brother face up on that collab as a champ. I haven't seen one up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Patrick Maker's not dark, but we're talking about dark. You know what I'm saying? So every time I come to Bellator and I see that, I was like, I always see myself right there. I have to be up there. So it means everything to me, and I'm so grateful for Bellator. I'm so grateful. Words can't even explain how much it changed my life, and I want to thank Bellator. I don't have nothing bad to say about Bellator.
I was sitting right behind your family today. They were going crazy after you got the win. So, given the uncertain future of Bellator, is there any sort of bittersweet feeling that you have with winning the title now, knowing that nobody really quite knows exactly what's ahead?
Well, I don't feel nothing. If that's the way to go out, Bellator did a good job, saved the best for the last. You know what I'm saying? And I felt good that I proved to myself correct, because I was having a lot of nerve, but not nerve breakdown. I was just a little nervous that I wasn't going to fulfill my dream and go out there and be the ass-kicking machine. So, I had so much that was going on other than what's the next step. I just wanted to focus on what's on the horizon tonight.
Last one for me. You were hitting him with some really, really clean shots, and you eventually wore him down. Were you surprised at all that you were able to hit him so cleanly, it seemed?
No, because, the striking is not a strong point. And I felt like wrestling wasn't either. I felt like I was just stronger than him. I could tell by the weight cut. I didn't take not one break cutting weight this week. I worked out every single day, every single morning. I didn't just go in the sauna or a tub and cook myself. I get up every morning at Shadow Box, every night at Shadow Box. I just kept working consistent. And when I went to the weigh-in, I could tell that my body was in better shape than his. So I knew I was stronger than him. Once he grabbed me, he felt my strength. Once I punched him, he felt my strength. So I just knew a matter of time until the right shot hit him. I stayed calm and composed. Thank you so much.
Jason, earlier this week you said, I'm going to be the best. I got to beat the best. You obviously did that. Also, just talked about your journey, right? Still working. I mean, your career journey, nonetheless. What does this mean to you, and how can you be a symbol of everybody who has a dream but has to go to work? You said earlier in the cage, you said, I'm the nightmare, but you also talked about people achieving their dreams. Has this moment set in for you yet?
Not yet. He haven't settled in. Like I said, every man have a dream and everyone have a nightmare. And I was his nightmare. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like I said, I feel good that I could give all like upcoming fighters who just think fighting is just, get up and go to the gym and come home and play game and find an excuse not to be in the gym. I get up and I work and I try to find every little way possible to make money, just so I don't have to be like, you know what? Oh, these guys are paying me XYZ. I'm not going to fight for that. I didn't need the money because, I was bringing in income. And, I just want to make everybody a believer in that. Hard work always pays off.
You said the title is something, but the win, the victory meant more to you. This sport is so beautiful in the fact that you could be overlooked and then do what you did tonight. And as you said, you might have just closed the show here for Bellator. How beautiful is this sport and the journey that you've been on to now being a world champion?
It felt good. You know why? Because my man, Michael Johnson, I blame him for this knockout. He kept telling me that I can't finish nobody. I can't knock nobody out. And I was like, all right, you think I can't knock nobody out? I'm saving the best for the last. Unfortunately, Bellator did save the best for the last. And I was like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to come out that jacket all the ones I've been playing safe, but this one I'm not. This the right one I'm gonna knock out. And look, I spoke it into existence. Congrats. Thank you.
You waited a long time for this opportunity. Is it safe to say it was worth the wait?
Oh man, it's well safe. Man, I'm glad I waited. Patient, you know.
And you guys mentioned the journey. You were on an amazing journey to get to this point. Probably a lot of ups and downs throughout your career, I can imagine. Were there times throughout this career that you didn't think you'd make it to this point? And how did you overcome those times? How did you overcome the self-doubt to make it to this point, become a world champion?
It was tonight before I walk out there in my hotel. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it because the nerves, them and everything just start kicking in. And I was like, wow, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to end up retiring tonight because this guy's a bad dude, you know what I'm saying? It was up to this point, everything just hit me. When I was like, oh, man, 1 hour left. Oh, man, I'm at just going through the whole motion. That's when I felt everything was real. But before, I didn't. But
when did that go away? When you stepped in the cage, were you still feeling like that, or was it a little different?
When I was walking through this curtain, and then Lucas would tell you, I could flip that switch from smile to just boom. From Jason, my alter ego side, the African machine just kicked in. Once I heard that music, and I'm singing my music, looking at the crowd, walking from one side to one side, feeling the crowd, seeing everything. I'm just visualizing everything. And I'm like, it was just like a switch right there. And once I got in the cage and I just started, you know, kind of coaching myself through it, like, hey, you know, you got to feed your family too. You know what I'm saying? It's your night. Food have to go in mouth. Remember that. It's your night. Don't let this man take it away from you. You fighting for your country. You fighting for your people. You know what I'm saying? You fighting for your team. So I was just coaching myself through everything.
Thanks for that insight. That's a cool inside look at your mindset going into this one. Last one for me. You talked to me about bringing that belt back to Killcliff. How is it going to feel to walk back in that gym with the belt? And maybe, what, are you going to have a picture on the wall, or do you already have one?
I think I'm the first world champion under the Killcliff banner.
Wow.
I think. I'm not sure. Am I?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I think I'm the first. So that's major right there. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward. But most important, I'm looking forward to going back home to my wife and my kids and my chickens. Yeah.
Hey, Jason, congrats on the victory. What do you think that he did that gave a lot of people problems where, as opposed to you just able to walk right through them?
They just didn't have that grit I had and that hunger. I was hungry, and I had a grit, and I'm an all-around fighter. I could do it all. I'm athletic. I'm explosive, you know, and I could hit hard for a skinny guy. I hit hard, and I'm a very intelligent fighter. So I fought smart, and I just kept my composure, and I show up and show out.
And professional since 2012, you finally reached the pinnacle of the sport. What does it mean to you to be champion of the world?
It means everything, and this won't be the first, and this won't be the last.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win, Jason.
Thank you.
I guess just one thing I wanted to address first, because you referenced Robbie Lawler in your post-fight interview there, and you worked tremendously hard, obviously, but how invaluable is it to have someone like that who's previously been a welterweight champion helping you out and all?
Well, Robbie always give me some good insight, and he gave me that mean pad work that last week of camp. It was funny, but it made a lot of sense, everything that he was doing in the midst where it got me tired and, you know, opened my mind to some new tricks. And, you know, he always called me and check up on me and make sure, you know, he took me out on his wing just like a Michael Johnson does as well and showed me the ropes and, you know, give me insight and how to be a professional. So, you know, I want to commend him on that.
Yeah, fair enough. And you were talking earlier about how much family is a driving factor and motivator for you. And they were talking about how your brother has the belt. Like, was it almost equally as exciting to give the belt to your brother as it was for you to receive it yourself?
Yeah, my brother always been there for me. You know, he even gave me my nickname, Lookamon. So, you know, I was a little man. I was little, but I was a man. And he saw that when we was little kid. And he always been at my fight and always support me in every way possible, even though we bumped heads sometimes. And he actually kind of took me into the tree business as well and showed me hard work as well. He was like my dad because, you know, I met my dad when I came to America. So, you know, my older brother was kind of like my dad in a way.
And lastly, for me, because you were talking earlier about representing your country, like obviously a tremendous individual accomplishment, but like what's the ripple effect you see happening for, I guess, Jamaican mixed martial arts? It seems like it's continually growing.
Yeah, we make great athletes. That's one thing I know about Jamaican fighters. And the ones that was born in Jamaica and raised in Jamaica and been through hard struggle, seen hard struggle, lived the homeless life, come to America, land an opportunity, and make the best out of opportunity, those are the ones that going to strive. And I'm one of them. You're looking at them.
Well said, man. Thank you for the insights.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.